welcome to Update Novi. With me here today at our very own Civic Center is the Honorable Mayor Bob Gatt. Welcome, Mayor.
Glad to be here.
And someone that's not so new to you or I, but maybe new to the Novi viewing audience on television. How have you eluded us for so long?
You know, I do remember being on one episode. I forget what the show was. Maybe it was the Chiefs show when we did a addicted to movies, not drugs.
That's not a real show, though.
Well, I'm not going to go there.
With us today is our interim city manager, Victor Cardenas. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Interim, new to your title?
Not new to my title. I've been interim finance director for a while before this point.
Oh, that's right, interim. That's true.
Exactly, interim
director.
is used to that now. So, but yes, it's been now for a couple weeks now since Mr. Pearson left, and apparently he wasn't sitting in his office all the time, just on the phone playing video games. There's a lot of work going on, so fielding a lot of calls and a lot of emails, so it's been fun.
Good deal. Mayor, you and council, following City Manager Pearson's departure, which we had him on the last show, unanimously voted to have Mr. Cardenas fill his shoes while a search is underway.
Yes,
you want to share a little bit about that?
Yes, we did. Well, you know, obviously somebody has to take over during the interim period while we search for a new city manager, and Mr. Cardenas was the assistant city manager, and it just stood to reason that he'd take over in the interim period. So we're very elated, very happy to have him say yes to this. It's a big job, you know. Running the city is not, as you said, it's not all playing video games on television. I know Victor and I have had, a dozen conversations already in the past 2 weeks about different problems. You know, different people calling about different problems that they're experiencing, and Victor's been, you know, right there for me every time. So it's not a job that you take lightly. It's 24/7, isn't it?
That's for sure.
Yeah.
So in the past 2 weeks, noticeable difference from an assistant to a city manager? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, definitely. More of an external focus, I guess. As an assistant, look more internally in the internal operations of the organization. With the interim tag and the city manager tag, it's more of dealing with more of the developers and business owners, and a few more resident phone calls with, as you know, surprisingly road issues going on in this climate and this our current winter effects.
And in the midst of all this, two big undertakings going underway. Within a couple weeks, you will deliver your first budget, although I hate to say your first budget. In theory, we both know it's really not, because you've been intricately involved with the budget process since you've gotten here, and last year, I believe, led the process. Yeah, I think you did lead it.
Yeah, it's always a team approach, but yeah, we've been dealing with the budget or working with the budget now for a couple of years, so we know what's the council expects, and just trying to make sure that all their goals and objectives are met before we present the budget here. And you're right, in a couple of weeks, the council will have it on the April 7th, and then their first budget hearing, I believe, is the following Wednesday.
I think it's like the 16th
exactly,
or so.
Yeah.
The 16th is when you'll meet publicly for the first time to talk about the budget. The 7th is, as Victor states, it will be out on the website and in a variety of different forums for people to look at, but you guys will discuss it publicly on the 16th right here. And then a second big job is the search for the new city manager,
which begins this coming Saturday. I don't know what day this will be shown, but this coming Saturday, the council will meet, and we're going to interview 3 firms. That we narrowed it down to 3 firms at our last council meeting, and Saturday we'll interview 3 different companies, and those are the companies, one of them will be successful, that we'll hire to conduct the search for a new city manager. We won't decide that Saturday. The interviews will be Saturday, and then at our next regular council meeting there will be an action item where we vote to approve one of the contracts.
Was that on Monday's agenda then?
Yeah, that's on the 24th agenda.
Okay. Very good. So 2 big projects underway.
2 big projects.
Just in the city manager's office and mayor and council's.
And neither of them are just over and done. I mean, the budget is a process that will take a few meetings to decide, and the city manager search is just beginning. So it'll probably take several months before we have a new city manager in place.
What's your favorite part of Novi in the time you've been here, Victor?
Well, that's a tough question. I mean, there's so many different aspects. There's the parks aspect. I actually lived for a while on the north side by Lakeshore Park, and just amazed at how many people use that little bike lane, that walking lane. So just that active lifestyle, and then the shopping and the different activities you have at the restaurant. So I love Japanese food, so Sheryl is probably on the list as the best things in Novi. But just the atmosphere, the nightlife, if you will, and then the people are also really, everyone we've met has been fantastic. So it's been over 3 years now, so time flies by since me and my family have arrived here in Novi.
Guernsey's Fish and Chips, is that on your list too?
You know, Guernsey's, their ice cream is fantastic, but their fish and chips, I can't say that I'm loving the fish and chips though. Chicken I've heard is pretty good too.
Their chicken is delicious. I was going to say, it's broasted, you know.
Is it roasted?
Yeah,
really?
it's roasted.
Not grilled.
It's very good.
Okay.
Try it sometime.
We'll have to go out there.
Tell them I sent you. They all know my name when I walk in there.
It's the mayor special?
Well, they don't, you know, that's a good idea. We should talk to Mr. McGuire about that. The mayor special. Little butter pecan ice cream, 2 or 3 pieces of chicken.
Why butter pecan?
You know, they are famous for their butter pecan ice cream. They've won national contests with Guernsey's butter pecan ice cream.
Is that your favorite?
I like
ice
it
cream?
all, frankly.
Is that your favorite ice cream, Mayor? Butter pecan?
It's one of my favorites. My favorite is Tin Roof, to be quite honest with you. But that's we could do a whole show about that if you want to.
The mayor in the kitchen.
What's your favorite?
Cookies and cream for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Come on, it's not even a question.
The viewing audience is like, what am I watching right now?
Well, they're watching 3 very intelligent people talk about
ice cream
cookies
And fish and chips.
yeah, and fish and chips.
Oh, Lord. You know what? Lots of great things going on, coming out of a very tough winter. And not just, I mean, weather-wise, which has taken its toll, as we were just talking before the show, on our roads, but roads throughout the county and metro area. But you know, people too, it seems like all of a sudden our Parks and Rec, I was talking with some of our staff down there, they are getting overwhelmed. People are ready. They want to get out of their houses. Spring sports are starting already. And I mean, we're just in the mid to late part of March, and you know, lacrosse has started. People are ready for soccer. They said they're being just bombarded by phone calls with people ready to get out and about.
People want this winter to be over with right now, and I think they're anticipating it so much that they're making the phone calls, getting ready.
Yep.
But when I was driving here today from Auburn Hills, it was snowing, as a matter of fact, you know, and so we're not done with it yet, but it's got to stop.
It's going to.
One of these
It
days.
will.
Yeah,
It will. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing a little bit about yourself, and welcome into your new role.
Thank you.
Things seem to be totally even keel and just didn't miss a hitch. We just,
We're hoping for
everything. Just
I can
kept
tell you as a mayor, that's true. I mean, seriously, Victor stepped right up to the plate, and as I'm not joking, at least a couple dozen problems that we've resolved, you know, with his help, and it's going to be smooth from here on out too.
Well, I appreciate that as a testament for the great leadership team we have in place here at the city, and also our great mayor and council. Everyone's fantastic to work with, so it makes my job, I wouldn't say a lot easier, but it's definitely easier to deal with, work with everyone like this.
Good deal. Well, welcome again, and we promise to have you back on the show. You're not going to elude us.
We'll hold to that promise, but I'm not sure if you keep your promises.
We will. We will.
Why don't we film the next show at Guernsey's?
There we go.
Did we not do that before?
Not in my tenure, no. So
Okay.
I think we should. On a Friday night, maybe.
Oh, sounds great.
Okay.
It's
Sounds
beyond
good.
council's agenda.
That is definitely something to wait for and watch for on the next episode of Update Novi. But until then, stay tuned. When Mayor Gatt and I come back, we'll update you on some more happenings here in our Novi community. Don't go away.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So who's gonna do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
Welcome back to Update Novi. I'm here at our very own Novi Civic Center with the Honorable Mayor Bob Gatt. Welcome back, Mayor.
It's always my pleasure to be here, Sheryl.
You know, we were just talking with Interim City Manager Cardenas about the long winter we had and people wanting to get out, get active.
Yeah.
You know, we're sitting almost at the end of March, and by now, typically, weather's starting to get warmer, which hasn't happened yet, but we've sprung forward. It's great to see it staying light out later.
Yeah.
People are itching to get active, and we've got a variety of things coming up over the next few weeks. April, spring, planting, etc. You always have been so wonderful and attend the annual Arbor Day up at Lakeshore Park, and that's going to be coming up.
Yes, it is, and you know, it's moved around over the last few years. I think it's back up at Lakeshore this year, and that's a big event. We invite the whole public to come out for that.
We have been a Tree City, USA for
Yes.
20 plus years now to our commitment to not only our natural features, but the planting of trees. And
Right.
it's a fun event where people come out, our Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, and neighborhood homeowner leaders. And you, of course, plant the ceremonial tree and read
Yeah.
the proclamation. And we typically have about 100 or so people come out
We
for that.
do, all volunteers, and
Yep.
you know, come out in your scrubs. Don't come out dressed like I am today, and
Yep.
be prepared to plant some trees. It really is fun, and you're doing a worthwhile thing. I mean, we need
Absolutely.
trees. Trees provide oxygen that makes us breathe.
Yep.
You know.
Not far after that, we've got an annual event that you also attend. So you're out in the community all the time at the annual emergency run, which is a little bit different this year. We actually, on May 10th, are partnering with the American Brain Tumor Association, the ABTA, who have been known to draw 800 to 1,000 people to their run.
Wow.
And they are partnering with police and fire as first responders, and we're going to coordinate efforts and still hold it at Providence Park. And we're anticipating over 12 or 1,300 people at a 5K run.
Well, that will be wonderful, and it's for a good cause, and it's on a beautiful venue. I mean, the Providence Park run is just, everybody comments about how beautiful it is, and it is a big deal. What is this, the third or fourth year that we've done this
It is,
now?
I think, the fourth.
Yeah,
Fourth, my friend.
and you and Chief Malloy should take credit for starting that and coordinating everything, and I'm looking forward to that too.
And then not long after that will be, I think, your favorite event of all, Memorial Day Parade.
The Memorial Day Parade, well, you know, that is fun.
It
That
is
is
a
an
fun
event that I do look forward to every year. It brings the community out. It also signals the beginning of warm weather. I mean, it's for the last several years it's been hot, as a matter of fact. You know, so if you're not warm yet, stand by because it's coming. But I am looking forward to the Memorial Day Parade.
So are we hearing it here for the first time on March 20th that you're predicting 8 weeks from now on Memorial Day?
Yes.
It's going to be a hot day.
It's going to be a hot day, but I will
There'll be no snow.
There'll be no snow. But I will tell you, in my long career as a police officer, I used to work that detail all the time, and there were times when it certainly didn't snow, but it was a cold rain coming down, but not for the last several years. Since I've been on council, it's been a hot, beautiful day, and I anticipate another one, yes.
Are you trying to take credit for that too?
Oh, well, I hate to take credit for it, but, you know, if it's there, you know, the truth is the truth.
Oh, very good. That is an awesome event for people that are watching and are in town.
Yeah. Please come out.
Get up off the sofa or
Yeah.
from the kitchen table with your coffee and come down. It is an absolutely wonderful day. The parade starts almost at Haggerty on 10 Mile, goes all the way
All the way
here to
down?
the Civic
Yeah.
Center, heads west, and it is an awesome, awesome
And can I
event.
add, if you come out for the parade, when the parade passes you by, come out to the Civic Center for the ceremony afterwards. So many people don't, and that's where we honor the veterans. And it truly is a moving ceremony. It's only 15 or 20 minutes long. It's not going to, you know, take your whole day. But I would welcome everybody to come out for that ceremony.
And you know what always amazes me are there are so many men and women that are veterans that still volunteer in this community.
Oh, yeah.
It is ingrained in them to still give back to the communities in which they live. And this is, they come out for this, or they volunteer on CERT, or they volunteer on handicap patrol, or at our library, or here at our very own welcome desk. They still feel that connection to community and wanting to give back.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Not just in Novi, all over. We owe so much to our veterans, and that's the day that we say thank you to those who gave the ultimate, they gave their lives for our freedom. So again, invite the whole community, come on out and pay homage to those who did what they did for us.
Good deal. We talked, and we're all ready for spring and to get out, and opening day's coming up. I know you're a huge baseball fan. What's your prediction? Let's predict. You've already told me it's going to be hot on Memorial Day.
Yes, it is.
So let's see how you do.
It's going to be cold on opening day.
Okay, I'm not worried about opening day. I agree with you. But you're saying it's going to be hot and the snow's going to be totally melted.
Yes.
On Memorial Day.
Yes, totally.
And so let's see if you can go 2 for 2 here. And what's the predictions for the Tigers this year? How are they going to do?
Well, the Tigers are going to win 92 games, and they're going to win the division this year. Yeah.
Division, they're not going to win. I didn't hear you say World Series. You said they're going to win their division.
They're going to win their division, and they're going to be in the World Series. And after that, anything can happen. But I do say this. We're going to see 2 20-game winners on the Tigers this year for the first time in probably,
really?
yeah. Verlander and Scherzer
are both going to be 20-game winners.
Let's tape this, show it again in October, and you'll see.
Well, we've got the footage.
Yes, we do.
So,
yes.
Well,
2 20-game winners. That's going to be an amazing season for us.
That's your prediction.
That's my prediction, yeah.
Can we tell everybody that you've got it like an inside scoop there?
Well, I was in the Tiger Fantasy Camp.
That's what I wanted to know.
I played ball with, I call them the boys now. And, I saw Justin, as a matter of fact. I waved to, security kept me away because they thought I was a Braves fan. But I did see him, and he looked pretty good, I might add. So, yeah.
It's going to be exciting. It'll be exciting.
It really will be, and it's summer, and that's the beauty of baseball. Whether you like the game or don't like the game, it's summer.
Yeah.
Oh, and we need summer.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking some time out of your schedule and joining me here.
We have fun, don't we? Yeah.
We do have a good time, and I know you guys have got not just at your day job, but your volunteer job here at the city. You guys got a busy couple months, between now and the end of May.
We're doing important things right now.
You're doing some real important things, and we've always said that the budget has always been singled out as the most important thing council does. This year, added to your plate, and you and I have talked, it's equally as important, if not more, because this next person that succeeds Mr. Pearson and takes the helm of the city will set the city's course along with council for the next, decade or so.
Well, that's my hopes, that whoever we hire will stay here for about 10 years or so. And you're exactly right. The person at the top is the trendsetter. He or she is the person that really sets the course of the city and all the employees that work for the city. So it's an important task. It is the most important thing that this council will do. Yes.
So exciting times.
I'm happy to be there and look forward to doing some good work.
Good deal. Let's go play ball, okay, bud?
Let's go.
Thank you for joining us here on this episode of Update Novi. And you heard it from Mayor Gatt. Our next show, I'm not going to say it's going to be outside, but it will be at Guernsey's.
It will be at Guernsey's, and we're going to try and do an ice cream test to see which ice cream we like the best.
I already know what my favorite is, and it's all good.
Okay.
I want to be able to make it. That's what I want to do. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do and get you a behind-the-scenes tour over at Guernsey's. So thank you, as always, for watching Update Novi, and continue to watch Novi Television. Take care.